morning, Mason gang. This is a new shed that I'm in. Gonna start renting this thing just because I need more space for fun stuff like trucks and trailers. These boats are not gonna stay in here. Either is that boat. Cool thing is, there's actually power in this old thing. Oh, look at that. Got some lights. Looking nice. I gotta figure out what I want to do with this ground here. It's kind of rough. Kind of want to bring in gravel so it's hard all the way across like this concrete. But I'm trying to figure out what I should do in here. I'm thinking about maybe like putting shelves up along this edge, and so I can really stack all my tools and stuff like that. Because at the moment I store them in the back of my trucks just because I don't have a lot of room other places. But then I'm also thinking, because I have a bunch of space, I can get more fun things. So I'm curious, what else do you guys think I should get? Should I get a dump trailer? Should I get more trailers, period? I'm thinking about buying a bunch of like grandstand lawnmowers and stuff just to mow things easier. I don't know. I just want to have some fun, get some stuff. But I figured I'd show you guys this because it's kind of cool. I'll back up a little bit, show you it again. You can see it's pretty darn big. So lots and lots and lots of space to do stuff. Therefore, I would love your guys' feedback. Anyways, today we are actually going to try doing a dry well. Yes, we're still on the adventures of Three Timbers and figuring out how to do stuff. Therefore, today is another new adventure. I've never done a dry well, or actually I haven't done one for a long time. So I have a dry well in the back here. Like, this is it. I'll have to piece it all together, and we'll actually just be digging a nice big hole at someone's house and putting that together to help them eliminate some of their drainage problems. So if you need to know how to do a dry well, I guess today's your lucky day. So we're doing this dry well, and I just realized the dry well is right here on the corner, and this boulder is enormous. Look at that thing. I tried to move it on my own, failed epically. So luckily little bro is gonna come by and help me out quick. But yeah, so we're gonna put a dry well in right here in this corner because it doesn't drain properly, and then we're gonna grade out that edge all the way down and a little bit over here just so the water runs better. I actually made a mistake right out of the gate. I was moving these huge hostas, and I actually thought this sprinkler line, so you see this, I thought that was a root. So I jammed my shovel through it and essentially cut out a huge piece. So I replaced it with this PVC pipe, some couplings, and then basically a clamp to tighten it around the couplings. So luckily the sprinkler works again. The second thing I realized when we started doing this project is I started to worry about how close this well is going to the road. And I was thinking about the utilities that might be under there, and I figured if I cut through a sprinkler line, I really don't want to cut through either some type of CenturyLink line for internet, some type of gas line, some type of electric line. So it's actually a couple of days later now because we had the entire corner marked by a bunch of utilities, and it took a couple days. You can call 811, look up your state, and just file for some type of permit. They'll come out, do it for you for free. So you can see that it was all marked up, and we're actually cleared. We're cleared to do our dry well here. So we'll start digging right now. That was a ton of work. You can see I'm very sweaty down the back. pretty gross. But first step of the dry well is really complete. I dug this is actually a 36 inch hole way down there. You can see we had dirt, then we went to gravel, then we went to clay. So now that we have our hole in place, next thing to do is actually put together our dry well or our basin, and we'll do that over there. But essentially our goal was to leave at least 6 to 12 inches on each side of where the basin will go. So we dug that hole a bit bigger than the basin itself. We also dug it deeper than the basin itself, and then we'll actually put gravel, well, in this case bedrock, around it so it can drain through the basin easier and the water can spread out in that hole so it can hold more water. So the next thing, like I said, we're going to put together this basin. We got to pop out the holes and we got to actually make it one unit, and then we'll place it in the hole, and then we'll put gravel in it, and then we'll almost be done. So what I'm actually doing here is I am going to knock out all these holes. These are actually the drain holes that will be used. So when this basin fills up with water, it's going to drain out through these holes into the rock that's surrounding it, so it can actually empty the basin so it can take on more water at one time.
Going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning. So take me on a trip, now, trip. Oh,
you guys can see I'm not actually knocking out all the holes. I'm leaving some of them in because I just don't think there's going to be that much water coming in. We're only using a 4-inch pipe, so that would be a lot of water coming into a 4-inch pipe. So I'm leaving some of them covered so not quite as many rocks fall into the actual basin, kind of protect it that way. Not knocking out any of these holes because this is for actually putting if you did a knockout and you put a drain in or a sewer in, you can see it. You can see on our top, we did knock out that big hole because this is where our 4-inch PVC is kind of running through here, and then our drain will come right out the top.
it's the only way we know how to do it. Make me feel so young.
So I'm actually going to put all these pieces together now. We'll see if it looks like a basin after. Once we actually lock in the cylinder, we're going to place the top on. You'll see that there is a bottom to the cylinder because in this basin we're going to have gravel on the bottom. So we just want it to run straight into the gravel. And the gravel isn't really going to fill up into the basin because we're going to have it all packed down. So we'll just put on a top and put on a drain and we'll be good to go. This is our 4-inch PVC that we're going to throw on the top of this basin. And then we have a flush drain. I'm actually thinking about, I'm debating between putting this drain on there so it doesn't plug nearly as much, or putting the flush drain on there because I know it's near the driveway, so I'm worried that plows could come by, stuff like that, potentially break this off. But I think for now, if I can get this one out, I think I'm gonna go with this one because I don't want it to plug up really. And there we go. And we just place this in the top. There we go. The basin is buried and we got rocks all the way around it to try to, allow the water to be dispersed rapidly through the rocks on the outskirts. The basin's in, the dry well is complete. Now the only thing left is filling in the dirt, replanting the hostas, and trying to figure out how to move this rock by myself. Yikes, not excited for that.
What can I do?
dry well complete. Look at this baby. You won't even be able to tell that it's there. Look at that. Where is it? Where's the dry well? Oh, there it is. Buried and hidden under the rock. And it just slowly slopes down from this driveway down to the drain. And now there won't be any more puddling there in that corner. And it's all gonna go into that dry well. So that's a first timer for me. It wasn't horrible. I definitely got way too much rock. Look at how much rock I have left over in the trailer. Jeez, yeah. So dry well complete. I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm happy that I actually figured out how to do it. If you guys are looking to try to do new things, or if you're just hesitant to do something on your own, just look it up, give it a try. Think of the worst case scenario, you mess it up and then you hire it out. You were gonna do that anyways. So yeah, dry well complete. I'm just finishing up editing this video and I realized I didn't give you guys a closing and say thank you for watching. I appreciate you following all the adventures along the way as we try to figure things out. Take a look at where I'm editing this video right now. I got stuck in the rain, so I just parked the car right here next to this beautiful lake to edit this video for all of you. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next Mason Gang episode.